If I was Will, I would have dipped. Like, I don't know what kind of pussy breath that babe has.
Pussy breath.
But the fact that she's still, like, Will is still chilling over there waiting
That's
for the...
juju fam. That's not pussy, bro.
Waiting for the day she's gonna be like, okay, I want you back now. Sir, leave.
But don't you
Welcome back to another episode of the Double-Sided Tape. My name is Ashley.
My name is Nimrat, and this is episode 38.
Yes, ma'am. Let me just start here.
Okay.
Jada Pinkett Smith. This has always been wilding, right?
Yeah.
But goddamn.
Okay, apparently she said that her and Will Smith have been separated for a long time. I don't remember how many years?
Not apparently. She has a book that's out, right? Worthy or something. So I don't remember what the fuck it's called. Worthy or something. And in the book is where she actually breaks it down. And she talks about how from 2016, if I'm not wrong, they have been separated. Divorced, but not divorced.
Yes.
So they have been separated. They've been living apart. In the same house but apart, and basically they haven't been together since. Why is everybody calling me? They haven't been together since. And then she goes ahead and she adds she adds fuel to the fire, and starts saying how who's this guy who was slapped?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, what was that whole issue about the slap again?
No, not even about the slap. So she goes ahead and what is it? Chris Rock.
Yeah,
she goes ahead and says how Chris Rock had once he found out there were rumors about her and Will not being together anymore. He went ahead and asked her out on a date. Like, sis, why are you wilding? Why are you giving us all this fucking information? Do we really need the information?
For me, I'm like, it's Will Smith. Why did you have to slap the guy and you're not even together with your babe?
But I don't think he knew. A lot of people are saying how Will Smith has found out with us.
How is that even possible?
No, I'm serious. Like, people are saying how Will Smith probably didn't even know about...
That he's separated.
Not that he's separated, but that, you know, what's his name?
That
Chris Rock.
Her on the date.
Yeah, asked her on the date. And I was like, you know what? It's probably feasible because, I mean, this nigga is being caught off guard consistently, you know? Even about August.
Yeah.
Like, do you really think he knew about August?
I don't think so.
Exactly. The poor man.
I feel like Jada is giving such, I don't know how to say it, typical manipulative brown boy vibes.
Come on, you should be the best person to tell us.
Exactly, because I just feel like the way she's even handling that whole situation, and then you write it in a book. I don't know. You know, you're making sense. Maybe she hasn't even had these conversations with her own person.
And then my worst thing is, like, the worst thing is, Will is such a... Well, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors, right? But I even saw a tweet and it was just like, how the hell are you doing all this shit for someone that you're not even together with? Like,
because he has a will.
Come on. you had that in the bag, huh? But yeah, how are you doing all these things for someone that you're separated with? Someone who doesn't even love you. Like, this babe was over here posting pictures of her in 2-pack.
I think that's... Let her just mourn an old friend. It's okay.
Every single year?
It's
Bro,
fine.
calm the fuck down.
Sis.
At least be respectful.
There are people who mourn Tupac every year. It's fine.
Well and
good.
good.
I didn't even meet him.
Well and good, but she's very disrespectful. If I was Will, I would have dipped. Like, I don't know what kind of pussy breath that babe has.
Pussy breath.
But the fact that she's still, like, Will is still chilling over there waiting for the...
juju fam. That's not pussy breath.
Waiting for the day she's gonna be like, okay, I want you back now. Sir, leave.
But don't you think it's just people being in one side love kind of angles? Look, I'm brown, okay? I watch a lot of romantic Indian films, and there's always a story about this man who has always been in love with this woman for the longest time, that no matter what she does, even if she would kill somebody and not reciprocate this person's love. And you know, there are people who get turned on by that shit as well. Like, where I'm just giving and you treat me like a bitch. So maybe it's that.
I haven't read her book, right?
Yeah, I would never.
I probably will for the sake of information, you know. But I have read and listened to Will Smith's book. It's called Will.
Yeah.
And the way he talks so highly of her, the way he even talks about the relationship and how he's fucked up, blah blah. And then this I mean, not call her a bitch. Then this woman comes and just starts saying how, we've not been together. I've not been in love with this man, blah, blah. Like, are you seeing the difference in respect?
I can see it, but I'm also trying to understand Will over here. Because at the end,
It's a kink.
It's a kink, or it's love. It's something, because he can't be completely stupid. Like, I'm sure it's the love. It's the same kind of love that gets you drunk dialing your ex. It's the same kind of love that makes you do all those things. Buy him a PlayStation or something.
I mean, I will buy my man a PlayStation.
I mean, your ex a PlayStation. Like a man you're not with.
I would actually. I'm a nice gifter.
Girl.
It's true. Like, even people I just have flings with, I'll buy them shit.
In this economy.
Not in this economy. But it depends, Why are you looking at me like that? I'd actually buy the person that I'm my sneaky link something. I mean, not too expensive, but something cute. Like, if I know they need a phone case, or I know they've been wanting a certain pair of shoes, like, I'll get it for them.
Okay, small, right?
Yeah, I'm not about to buy a PlayStation because that shit is expensive as fuck.
Exactly. I don't even know how we got here. But speaking of gifts, Kiptum won the marathon.
Yeah.
So did you see how guys are a bit annoyed? This is why I find the internet a bit dafted. Okay. So this guy won the marathon. He's the new world record holder. And then guys have sparked some udaku here and there on the internet. Kipchoge didn't congratulate Kiptum on his win. And I'm like, he don't owe nobody nothing.
Valid.
Yeah, so that's the drama that's been going around. What do you think? Because I don't hear this. Okay, maybe because I'm not conversant with the news abroad, like deep. But I don't know if we hear such kind of things out there. That, they didn't congratulate me and I didn't congratulate them. But this is not like the people involved making noise about it. It's the rest of the world.
Oh, no, yeah, it happens. It happens. Even in the Western world, it does happen. I mean, it does happen for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know, maybe they did it behind closed doors, but like, these people are in the limelight consistently, so people expect to see it. In F1, it's consistently happening. Like, the good sportsmanship angle of it all. Then they'll say, like, there was a point where guys, like in F1, every time Lewis has been winning the season, the team hasn't been leaving the pit to go and, like, say hi to him by where they usually weigh themselves and shit like that. And people had a really big issue with it. And every time George is winning, they do that. So they're just like, what the fuck? That's disrespectful as shit.
Yeah.
And every time there's a collision between the two, like George and Lewis, it becomes a whole thing of there's definitely tension. And when now Lewis goes to apologize or George goes and apologizes, they're just like, no, this is PR. I'm like, what the fuck do you want?
Guys, but I'm also thinking about it in a very, like, different angle as well. I'm like, with the sports scene and the athletic scene in Kenya, it's not really supported by the right bodies the right way.
Yeah.
We've had issues with the rugby team, basketball. I mean, even athletics, I just feel like it's a miracle in a way. It's just because it's pure raw talent that's making us proud out there. So I'm thinking, for an industry that's not supported by the right bodies, is it necessary for outsiders to fuel that kind of tension? Maybe there was no that tension before, and now all of a sudden it's there, because they could easily bring it up with the creme de la creme in each sport. Then, why didn't the top footballer in this team not say this to that one? I feel like our industry here in terms of sports is not supported. So now you, as an outsider, fueling a fire in an industry that needs to be together, it's kind of like
I get you.
Hitting your foot on the wall or whatever.
Yeah, I get you. But there's always got to be some sort of drama brought up by the fans, I think.
Yeah.
Like
fans have drama.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you won't even realize this drama until you're just like, oh shit.
I didn't know that was going on.
Yeah, Kwani, we had beef. We did? I didn't know. Oh, same. Okay.
Have you ever had beef with someone and you didn't know?
Yeah.
So were they beefing with you, or someone told you something and told them something? So now you guys have pre-formed opinions.
They were beefing with me, but I didn't know, because every time we used to meet, it was kiki, and I was just like, okay.
Oh my God, I'm so scared.
Then someone was just like, you guys you're cool, and I'm like, yeah, why? And they're just like, last I talked to them, they didn't really fuck with you, and I was just like, oh, why? So I didn't know. Then the other one was like, both of us were given information. Then when we got back to each other, we were just like, So that's not really the information? No, that's not the information.
no.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
It's usually a very interesting scene when that happens with me because I never know how to react.
Yeah.
Like if I know we haven't met before and then I find out like we end up talking and then you and I find out that we're beefing like for some reason or there's some tension. Bro, I'd freeze, I'm awkward, and then I'm just gonna throw out like, nice to meet or like, nice to meet you.
Oh,
and
wow.
then I just bounce. I cannot handle confrontations like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll go like you from afar and then maybe give us a second chance. Maybe we'll bump into somewhere else and then now we can actually bond.
Yeah.
Because the moment I found out like, because for me, it's very rare for me to have a preconceived notion about somebody. Like I'll have an opinion about something silly you said, but you as a human being, like if you came and told me stuff about Austin, I'm not going to like use that as my
Like
vision.
leverage.
Like,
Yeah.
as my leverage. I'm not going to use that to see Austin that way. So yeah, it would be funny. So for me, when you're coming with me at that energy, and especially if it's based on something that somebody told you, I'd be like, okay, Squani, you don't use your own brain.
Yeah.
So I'm already taken aback. Even though I'm not beefing with you, I'm just like...
But as humans, okay, mi napenda udaku. I wouldn't even... Mi napenda udaku. And as humans, usually we like knowing other people's points of view, right? So even if it's someone telling you, like, this is what they think about this individual, or I'm so sorry, this is what you think about this individual, or... this is this is my interaction. This has been my interaction with them. Of course, you're going to take it. Of course, you're going to listen to it.
But you put it like at the back of your head.
Yeah, but it's still going to do something, you know? Like every time you meet this person, you'll be like,
Anakuambia.
you know, like you'll think about...
I get you.
You'll still think about it. You'll still consider it. Even if you don't, you say it's subconscious, automatically will come to your conscious. And then I just address that shit. Like, well, sometimes it's not really in my place.
Yeah.
Also, it's good because usually when I'm told something, I usually forget about it really quickly.
That's the thing,
It's none of my business. Also, I don't have the capacity to be holding other people's shit.
Bro, you have a lot of your own shit. It's just this was sipping some drinks like right here, right now. You're like walking around with the Red Bull.
It's okay.
It's like
midday.
so early. I have never seen this babe drink. I think even coffee. It's once in a while she'll
I
come
drink
in.
coffee in the morning.
Yeah, but like to the studio, like you don't bring it
Oh,
here.
yeah, it's just water.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
I
then
just need
today
energy.
today you're walking around with the Red Bull. I'm like, girl, you are going through.
I'm actually better today.
You're better.
Yeah.
I like it.
No,
Bad
not
transition.
really, but...
She's like, don't ask me about it because I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
I'm just really trying to feel good right now. Okay.
That's the idea. Also, it's almost my birthday month. Like we have 1 month to my birthday. Well, the October is basically finished, right? Oh shit, it's Andy's birthday next week. Okay. And
Now I'm thinking, I'm like, oh shit.
and it's basically the holiday season. So we gotta give ourselves some holiday joy.
Woo-woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna be drinking. In fact, I was telling myself once I'm done with this semester, I'm gonna go get some tequila and get wasted. Yeah, that was it. Bad transition.
Bad transition.
So, yes, now that you mentioned Andy, I was having a conversation with Andy about someone that you see, like, you know how you grow up with a couple of people around you in your surroundings.
Yeah.
Like you could have some people, you find yourself in the similar social scenes as you grow older. So did you ever, or could you tell, like when you were teenagers, just, you know, pre, mid, post puberty, that this guy or this girl is going to be really fine? Like these guys are going to glow up. Did you have like that one friend in your group?
I don't think I really thought about it, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't now when I'm older is when I'm just like, God, like I've seen, I was talking to one of my friends recently. So we're hanging out and we're talking about like stalking people on Instagram. And I was just like, have you stalked me on Instagram? He's like, yeah. And he's like, have you? And I'm just like, no, not really. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
So I decided, so he started scrolling through his Instagram and he's showing me pictures. Now I was just like, the Lord is good, honey. Like,
Puberty.
the Lord is good because damn. So that, of course, you know, like some of them, you know, there's gonna be a glow up. I mean, I've been consistent, but through and through consistent. But some of them, you're just like, what? If you get a glow up, the Lord will really have
be a
come
miracle.
through. But I get the glow up conversation, and I feel like majority of the time it's just that you don't have money.
You know what? I actually agree because I saw this tweet and it said, I know how to dress if I had the money for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because sometimes even those capsule wardrobes people talk about, they're expensive, bro.
Yeah.
They ain't cheap.
And also, were we talking about this on the mics?
Yes, we were.
We were, right? How do we always like...
In sync.
Yeah. And I don't remember if someone said this, how like when you're broke, you know, you have to walk in town, the sun is hitting your forehead, you're darker than usual, you know, when you're as in there's so much happening.
Yeah.
And then when you have that break, like even us, right? Honestly, we're not let
Okay,
me just
at least
not say that.
I am better than a few years ago, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and you see, like you
We're
you
not
get
where
a
we want to
little-
be. but yeah.
Exactly, but you know, you get lighter. You're using sunscreen. You know, you're using you have
Girl, I drink coffee.
you have access to
Yeah.
certain things that will allow you to look better.
Yeah.
So of course, yeah, like money is
It's a big player.
it's a big part.
So there's a guy in my class. We were basically childhood friends, and my parents and his parents used to joke, yeah, this guy's gonna get married because they're so cute. And then in year 4, he left the country. But that kid used to be so cute even then that everyone knew he was gonna get a glow up. Years later, we start following each other on Instagram. Man was so fine.
Did you expect it?
Kind of not, because like he was also very nerdy, and I also thought he was gonna get fat in the UK.
Damn.
I mean, oh shit, I sound so bad, but you know, it's all the food that they eat there. It's generally does that to a lot of people in the UK. My cousin talks about it. She was like born brought up in Kenya. She was always lean, muscular, healthy, and then when she moved to the UK and started eating some of that produce, it kind of affected her hormones. She gained weight, whatever. Anyway, I thought he was going to be fat. And then he turned out he gyms a lot. And I was like, shit, this guy is hot. And then just like any other brown girl love story, the man is engaged.
Wow. Okay. Damn.
But yeah, that's where the story came from, the pre-glow phase.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
knew this boy was going to be a fine man. The only thing I had a doubt about was the UK thing. I'm like, maybe not. But since as a child, he was cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
You usually know, like some of them, but then some people who are very fine when they were younger, don't know what happens in between.
In
Come
Asia.
on. Yeah, something happens. It just fades away and then it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
Okay, yeah, there was a boy like that. Yeah, now that you put it, there's always a flip side of the situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't know. I had phases. Mine was like, I think I looked good, and then I looked trash, and then I looked good.
I feel like I've had a constant. Like, I haven't really changed, honestly speaking. My
Yeah.
tits just got bigger. No.
and better. Yum.
What, Austin? Yeah. He's like, yep. He's seen me through majority of my, like from 2013.
Yes.
Yeah. And basically my
Please
face.
finish school.
Are we
please.
really doing that right now?
Please finish school.
Are we really doing that right now?
I usually beg you.
Are we on live? Okay, well, we're not live.
We'll cut it off.
I don't want. We're keeping it.
The guys should see that face.
But no, yeah. So I've had like my face has stayed the same. Just I become cheekier.
But you've always been beautiful.
Thank you.
Ever since campus.
Thank you.
You know I've had a crush on you.
I know.
Oh.
But anyway, we're friends.
I think
I
The
don't
man
see-
was in his
I
feelings.
don't see you like that anymore.
Oh wow, why? Because I'm like your little sister now.
No, you're a very good friend.
I am.
You actually tell me the truth.
I do. Thank you. I'm a little angel.
y'all need a room.
Wow, how
We're
many
good.
emotions were those?
There are so many.
I was
Oh,
about
wow.
to go to the other studio. And,
Nah, you're good. But yeah, I think are we good? Are we good on time?
You know, someone was saying, actually, our podcasts sometimes are a bit short, and I'm like, that's the time I feel like they're the longest. Have you
Yeah.
ever felt that way? Like
Yeah.
you've talked, and then you're like, kumbe, it was just that long. Content.
Oh gosh. Okay. Bad transition. Another one.
We've had like two bad transitions.
Facts.
Aye, okay, so let's bring it back home. The Treasury has invited Kenyans to share their views on how taxes should be increased. Like, what the bullshit?
What do you mean, share my views?
Like, what the bullshit? Like, you would think they would say decreased, right? How taxes, like the government is asking people to tell them how they should decrease
So
taxes.
take more of my money.
So now basically Gava is asking you to give them suggestions on how they can take your money.
You know what? I understand why people do fraud. To be honest, I understand how people. I don't escape my taxes.
Yeah.
I pay my taxes every year. You know, I'm a good citizen. But I fully understand why people are usually evade taxes.
Do you know who I feel like are going to go give the government these suggestions? Is going to be those A students.
Teacher.
A teacher.
No, fuck off.
I know. You know those kids in class that the teacher would come in, they'd stand up, good morning, and it's the only kid standing up. So you're in like high school, you know, you got a bit of an attitude, but then some kid decides the A student, good morning. That's the same A student that will make all of you feel so shit for not getting an A in high school. That's the same A student who is teacher's pet. Like anything the teacher says, A, you know that kid. That kid we all hated. The one who would go tell the teachers your secret.
Okay, I wasn't that kid.
Yeah, you want that kid. You know, there's two types. There's the good kids who just do what they need to do. But then there's those overachievers, people-pleasing children who need to make sure they get a pat on the back every time.
But do you really think in this economy, in this Ruto's
Don't
economy,
be surprised.
the people will actually be like, Treasury, yes, I'm calling in to give you ideas on how you can increase the tax, right? So clearly, this is how much I earn, right? So what you can do is just take a little bit off of my bread. And do you really think someone is going to do that?
Yes, and I have a theory.
People will do it?
It's going to be rich people doing that to find a way where low-income earners can get their deductions so they can escape tax.
I think Nimrat has a point. I wanted to say that because it's more or less of the inverted pyramid.
Yeah.
The top wants to remain at the top, but they want to remain at the top
by stepping on.
Yes, by imposing trivial taxes here and there, but then they're just incurring a small amount of tax.
Okay.
And then those people are the type of people now, while they're doing that, they want to maintain a good PR image of the high income earners. Because for the long time, that disparity conversation's always been in Kenya, high income, low income. And now, more than ever, it's going to be more consistent. So it's trying to put like a cover, like my glasses in front of my eyes to protect me while I do my things down there. So it's going to be very interesting. And that's that A student. They're going to go and be like, what's that?
I get you. Okay, y'all okay. I see what you're saying. But me as a rich, either way, see, for the rich people, you have businesses as well. You will take a hit. But basically you're saying not a bigger hit than the lower income individuals.
Because lower income individuals in this country have a higher population. End of the day, if you fire one low income earner because amekata kufanya kazi utapata mwingine. So your factory is going to keep running.
So nothing is going to ever stop for you.
Stop changing. If anything, that's going to now widen the gap even further.
Fuck those niggas. But if you're rich, I mean, I'm very available. I don't mind a sugar daddy. I don't want the sugar, but you can be my daddy.
You refuse to make TikToks, bish.
This babe has been sending me videos. I'm just like...
We could have been in Bali right now. We could have been the top half now, going to say, teacher.
Do this. Send me TikToks you want me to make, and I'm going to make them.
For me?
For my content, so that we can be in Bali, okay?
Okay,
yeah.
fine.
There's one about this, I'll send it to you.
Why didn't you even do the water challenge to start with?
This shit is not going to move like that. There's no water here.
There is a lot of water there.
There's no water here.
Austin can attest. There's a lot of water back there.
In a songa too.
Now move to
in
the
a
waves.
Songa too, it's
yours
water.
gonna be nice. Got some nice waves to it.
Thank you. I'm in the right dress today. I made a video in this dress like 2 years ago when we're in Galana.
Yeah.
And like it was a booty shaking
day.
That's
what I'm saying. You can move.
You know, it was
I've seen it move, sweetie. What do you mean you can't do the water challenge? My ass. I I even told Kelly the same thing. I'm like, let me tell you, my girlies, my black girlies have disappointed me because
Kelly's different though. Like her wine is different.
you both have
When
the
they were
best
singing
wine.
wine so different.
Yeah, wine's so different.
So we're talking about her.
Like I'm brown, okay? There's a certain extent of whining I can do. It cannot move past that. Sawa. So these bitches are just chilling over here. I've not seen one water challenge, and not even on TikTok. They can't even send it to me on my DM or something. That babe. How does it
Austin
look?
needs to do. We need a camera on
Look,
Austin.
Austin just did the.
And he did the water challenge.
water
without, I
challenge.
mean, we didn't even have to prompt him. And Nimat is over here complaining about how you're still trying to convince us.
I'm not convincing you. I'm telling you.
Oh.
And this podcast will hold you accountable. You guys, if Ashley doesn't drop the water video or even something close to it, or doesn't send
Have you
me,
seen my TikTok?
I don't care. We want to see the video. Please comment below and hold Ashley accountable. Help me hold Ashley accountable.
I don't really care. I don't really care. But on that note, listen, check out my TikTok because it's hot.
It's
okay,
hot.
there's that one video that every time I'm like share my.
You what someone to
That's my jam. That's my all-time jam. Anyway, listen, go check out my TikTok. Check out Nimrat's TikTok because she has really great content on it too.
like a lot of bullshit. But yeah.
She's the content creator. This one, she's the content creator in this bitch. So yeah. On that note, bye.
Bye.
Follow us, share our shit, comment.
Kila
What else?
kitu. Fanya kila kitu.
Like us. Like us. And watch us, guys. Okay. Tell your friends to tell your friends. Bye.